So I want to talk about communication skills. I specifically want to talk about active listening. It's when you listen without judgment, you listen carefully, you continue asking questions to clarify whatever statement is being communicated by the person that's talking to you. You pay attention and you listen with intent so that you can remember what the person was communicating to you. For instance, if you have to ask a question, you can't say, for instance, repeat what you were saying. You could maybe say, it seems as if you were trying to tell me that you crossed the border and then you came across a bridge, and then can you briefly explain what happened when you reached a certain point in that bridge? You're trying to show the communicator that you are listening to what they are saying. It's important to have communication skills because without listening and paying attention to what is being said, you cannot respond, you cannot communicate back meaningful, sensical information. So guys, communication skills is the most important factor in anyone's life, especially in relationships. Communicate if you feel like you want to pass gas. Communicate if you want to go to the loo. Communicate if you feel hungry. Communicate anything, make it fun. Talk about maybe you went to the loo and your stomach was runny or whatever. Talk about how your day was. Talk about what would you prefer to eat. Discuss on chores, on responsibilities of the house. You'd communicate, and then, for instance, your boyfriend or your husband has to listen, kaloku. Listen to what is being said. So for instance, you can say, okay, I prefer cooking, so how about you do the dishes? And then communicating in a better way, it's you agreeing to the terms and conditions that you guys would be discussing. So you agree on me cooking, for instance, then my husband or my boyfriend or my friends, whatever it is, will have to clean. If I'm cleaning, then someone else has to do something else. For instance, if I'm doing washing, then someone has to hang the washing. If I'm taking the washing down the line and I'm folding it, someone has to iron. Just communicate. How are you feeling? How work was? Communicate any ill feeling that you have. If you feel that your man is talking to so and so who's a girl, who's a friend, and you're not happy about it, communicate. What's the point of you having to sulk, having to sit and die internally without you expressing how you feel? At the end of the day, you will be rotten inside. Your soul will rot. But if you communicate, then through talking to each other, through listening to each other, then you will heal each other's souls. You will feel comfortable with one another because communication is key to everything. And we all learn. I'm not perfect. No one is perfect. I'm still trying to be a better communicator, a better listener, to have, expect advanced skills that I always, try to say I've got. But as humans, we're not perfect. So we all have to learn. But communication, guys, communication is 100% key to anything. That's how, nations succeed. That's how plans come to life. That's how things are implemented. That's how meetings, proceed from planning to, goal initiating to, progressive reports on how life is. Basically, communicate and communicate.